Hi, welcome to the True Dungeon Workshop. We're here today to show you how easily you can paint the new UpWorks sets. And this is what your pieces will look like when they come out of your UpWorks set. I have a confession to make. I'm not a very good miniatures painter, so I actually designed these pieces so they'd be fast to paint but look really good. The goal of this video is to show you a couple quick little techniques you can use to make your pieces really pop. The stuff you'll need is some paint, which you can either use official UpWorks paint or you can check our website for other approved paints. You also need some brushes. What I'd recommend is a 1/2 inch flat brush, a 1/4 inch flat brush, and just a general large brush like this. You can get your paints as an add-on to our Kickstarter campaign, or later you can check our website for a list of approved paints. The first technique I'm going to show you is called dry brushing. It's a great, quick, fast technique that has amazing results. What you're going to need is one of these big generic brushes, and what you do is you find a highlight color that you want to use. Generally what you want to do is get something a few shades lighter than what you're going to be dry brushing. The one I selected here and that you see in all the UpWorks photos is this kind of little bit of green tan color. And what you do is you grab some of this and you stick it on a paper towel. And you just kind of pound it into the paper towel. So once you have this loaded, and what you're trying to do is get all the excess off, you're going to think you're pretty much don't have any paint left on this brush. You're like, well, I think I just wasted my time. Then once you get over here to this thing, what you do is you slowly go across and you just kind of rub it on there like this. And you'll have to vary your pressure depending on where you are with your dry brush. What happens, because the paint is barely on the hairs here, is that it only sticks to the highlights, the topmost part of the piece. And what that does is it dramatically brings out the texture, as you can see here. So this is the after and this is the before. So it really is that simple. You can sit down, throw in your favorite podcast, and in one evening you can have an entire Grand Tower set dry brushed. It'll look great and it'll last a lifetime. And the second technique I'd like to show you is adding a secondary color before you dry brush. It's really easy to do, and it gives your piece just a little more extra pow. You can just grab your unpainted thing right out of the box, and I have these two flat brushes that I use for that. The way these have been designed, again, I want something that's fast and easy to do, is the bricks on here are the same size as this brush, or the bigger ones on the corner is the same size as this brush. So it makes it really fast. You can paint some extra highlights on these pieces in no time. So I selected this kind of brownish gray, and all you do is just, because the brick and the brush are the same size, you just kind of put it right across and just pick 3 or 4 random ones. You can have them different every time. Gives the wall a more organic look. So that's it. You can see with just an extra little bit of color, the wall really pops and comes alive, and it'll look really good when you dry brush it. In fact, all the pieces that you see on the Kickstarter page were done with this technique in a very short amount of time. And you also have some of these corner pieces. And this is where that 1/2 inch brush comes in handy. You just grab some paint on your brush, and then you just go to these corner ones and just put it on. You don't have to get 100% coverage. In fact, it's kind of better if you have a little bit of the gray showing, just like that. And here's how you paint the floors with the secondary color. You just grab some of it out of your jar. We've actually made these squares indented slightly so that they take the paint really well, and you don't have to worry about smudges so much. So yeah, just run your flat of your brush right up to the edge. You can turn it like this and then come the other direction, and you can paint these squares super fast and pretty straight. So now that I've shown you how to do the dry brush, as well as the secondary color, let's combine the two techniques to get some really great results. So we're going to grab some of this paint here on our dry brush and get it so it looks like there's nothing left on that brush. And just go across like this, and this magic dry brush technique will pick up all these little nooks and crannies. You can even do the side parts here. You can see how fast this works. You can do an entire set like this with this nice finish in an afternoon. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you back our project, and I hope this video shows you how easy it is for you to make some fantastic looking pieces. Thank you.